Hey guys, welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. If not, welcome for the first time. As I say where I live, Karibu, Sana. Anyway, today guys, I wanted to do a update on the how I trade order blocks because it has changed since the last video I did. I think it was right at the beginning of this channel where I did all the rules, everything I looked at in terms of how I trade the order blocks, how I enter my stop losses, my take profits, everything. So it has changed quite a lot. I'm looking for simplicity. I'm looking for consistency and just something that over the long term is gonna end up paying. I am 2 challenges down, not failed any for my forex funds, but I've got 2 free retakes but haven't passed yet. So that is a clear indication that I've kind of still been in the stage of testing and trying and testing and trying. I know you should probably do that on a demo account, but what the hell, we're going for it. I will be starting the next challenge soon and I will be going all out, win or lose. But anyway, I just wanted to do this video for you guys just to kind of go over what we were looking at and how I have adapted and how much more simple it is. If you guys like what you see, you're more than welcome to give it a go. Just remember guys, this is my version of how I trade the OBs, the order blocks. It is my opinion, it is my back testing, it's everything I have done. So if you want to use that, just understand that I am no financial advisor. I am not a professional trader. So use it at your own risk. I'm not promising you it's going to get you the 55%. So if anything, I would say take it to a demo account, back test it yourself, try it until you get used to trading it exactly like I trade it. Adapt it to something else that you feel works better. If it does work better, please come back and tell me. If you find out some little secret that works better, then please tell me. This is just how I have kind of slowly adapted my trading style over the last 3 months since I started this channel. So yeah, this is gonna be how I trade OBs 2.0, the updated version. Okay, so without kind of going on too much more, I want to first start by, let me just zoom out here so I can get some white space. Okay, right over here guys, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to paste how I used to trade this. Okay, so let's just get some text on here. I've got it all there ready to go. Okay, so let's have a look at this guys. So how I used to do it, you can see there was 8 steps, right? So OB trading strategy rules is, okay, let's say I'm going to click on this and I'm going to say old, right, in brackets, old. Okay, then we're going to paste next to that the new. So what do we used to do? Number 1, we used to use 4-hour and 1-hour alerts. Now we use the 4-hour only. There's no point using 1 hour. In fact, the alerts I get no longer do 1 hour, so there's that's being scrapped. Mark out daily support and resistance. I don't really do that anymore because I'm now only looking at the 4-hour and I'm waiting for a change in character or a break of structure, and that's the difference, but we'll get to that. Number 3, look for next possible OB. You can still do this because sometimes price will push through the OB, but in that case, I will not trade it, right? And because you're waiting for a break, it doesn't matter. Even if it just pushes through and then you have a break, then it's still a valid trade. If it pushes way through and there is another OB a little bit higher, then just look to the next OB. But you don't have to mark it as long as you're aware of it. Number 4, look for imbalances. So this is actually imbalances or any other area of interest around or in that OB on lower time frame, normally the 15-minute. I don't really do that anymore because as long as I have a break within that 4-hour, that's what I'm looking for, or just below if it's a sell, below if it's a buy, then above. Wait for price to hit imbalance. Again, don't need to do that anymore. Wait for market structure on the lower time frame. We are doing that now. That's the only thing we're doing, break of structure. mark out lower time frame OB. Yes, we still do that. Once in the trade, I do no longer a closing partials. I am going for a 1 to 2, right? I was going for close partial at 1R and then close the rest at 5R. That's how I used to trade it. But so many of my trades were getting to the 1R and then closing, you know, so it was just, and then, I don't know, I just didn't like trading that way, guys. And I had to kind of like be looking at the market way too much time. You know, I just don't have the time. That's the whole point. That's why I've changed this. So the new updated version of this is for people that don't really have the time, to be honest. So let me copy this, copy and paste. All right, so let's move this over here now, guys. So this is going to move this way. All right, so this is going to be, let me change this all to green. This is going to be our updated version, and this will be new, okay? New caps. Okay, so now, how are we changing this? We only use 4-hour alerts or OBs, because if you're doing your own, you don't have to do alerts. This is no longer there. Look for next possible OB. We don't have to do that anymore. Look for imbalance. We don't have to. I mean, look how many steps we're cancelling now, right? Wait for imbalance to be hit. We don't need to do that anymore. So now what I do, number 2, is I wait for market structure break. Wait for break of structure. Wait for break of structure on 15 minutes, right? And then once, then this will be step 3. I mean, look at that, we've gone from step 7 down to step 3. So once we have BOS, then mark out 15, let's say 15 minute OB, right? Set ending order, right? And once in trade, this all changes as well. Put TP, let's start with SL at recent swing high or low, swing high or swing low. Okay, TP equals 2R, right? So whatever you're risking, it's 2 times that, or 2 times SL. Should we say that? 2 times SL, right? That is it, guys. 4 steps. We have gone from 8 steps to 4 steps, and that is it, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little step by step on the new one. I will leave these here so we can kind of come look at them. Maybe just put this one underneath like that. Okay, new and old. All right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to quickly show you. I'm just going to take where we had a nice order block. So here we had a break of structure on the 4-hour, and this over here was a nice order block. You see that one there was a 4-hour OB, right? So we would have got an alert somewhere like this, okay? So we would have hit the alert. Let's go to the next candle. Okay, so we would have got the alert right there. So this candle there, you can see, is the order block before the push down and the break of that previous low. And then what we do is that's it. We now will go straight to the 15 minute, okay? And now all we do is we start marking up. So I use the MACD to give me an idea of my previous swing. So we're looking for a sell, so we're looking for the previous swing low, right? We want the most recent low to be broken. So now, because this pretty much went down to the bottom like that, we didn't quite have the red, but I'm happy to call that my recent low. The only other one we'd be looking at is over there. Okay, so we're now on the 15-minute, and all we're doing, guys, is we're waiting for a break of structure. Okay, so let's keep marking this up. Comes back up. Right, so we now have a new low, so this can definitely go. So all you're doing is you just create your most recent low, and you keep following this along. Okay, so you can only mark it as your low once you have the buy candles on the MACD. We're looking for a sell, so obviously you have the red. You've got to wait for whatever color you have, if it's green and blue, green and red. I have red for sells and black for buys. So only once I get the blacks does that confirm that this was a low. Okay, so now all we're waiting for is we're waiting for that low to be broken. So we keep going. Just keep following price, guys. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, we have a break there, guys. Okay, so this block for me kind of has already been mitigated because it pushed all the way up past that. You see that? So I'll be looking at the next area, which for me, you can go to the 30. So once you've hit that, you can drop down to different time frames to see. So one of the places would be possibly here, right? I'm going to mark this as, I don't have a 30 OB, so I'll just do 15-minute OB. If we go back to the 15-minute, the only other option would be this one up here, right? So I take 2 trades on every pair, right? If I take 2 losses, then I move on, that's it. So this is kind of what I would be looking at here, guys. 15-minute OB, okay? So what you could do is the first one you could set up, I like to take 20%. I have this little square tool broken down into 25, 50, 75%, and I like to take it on the 25%, okay? So my first one will be over there. My stop is going to be just above the previous high. We'll take one foot more than that, and I'm just going to delete this. I don't need this anymore. And then the next one will be over here. So we'll basically place 2 pending orders. If the first one hits and gets our TP, we will close this one. But if the first one stops out, we hope this one will come back. So there's the previous swing high, and I'm going to go to a little bit above that, okay? We're looking for 1 to 2. Let's see. Okay, 1 to 2 on that is over there. That's a 1 to 2. And a 1 to 2 on this one is over there, okay? So now let's just see, guys. Let's see if any of these play out. Okay, we're in that trade. Let's see how this plays out. Done, okay? First one ended up getting our TP2. This one we would then close because it doesn't matter anymore. And just like that, guys, you've hit your 1 to 2 and you've taken your profit, okay? And it's as simple as that. That is all I do over and over and over again. The cool thing about this is you set your pending order and you forget about it. I used to do a lot of managing trades, but I just don't have the time for that. You know, if I was sitting in front of my computer on TradingView 24/7, yes, maybe I would manage my trades a little bit more, and I could then, you know, maybe look at closing 50% at 2R and then looking for a 1 to 5. You know, if that was the case, we'd be looking for maybe this low over here. 1 to 5 is over there, and it might get hit, or you end up, you know, getting your. Let's see, does this one hit it? Possibly. Yes, you get your 1 to 5, but that's not how I'm trading at the moment, guys. How I'm trading at the moment is I'm just looking for the 1 to 2, and as I've said on the back test I've done so far, I've back tested so far about close to 50 trades with these rules, exactly these rules, and I'm currently sitting on about a 57% win rate, okay? So I'm pretty much winning half of my trade, which you know is fantastic. On a Monte Carlo simulator, you run those stats and you'll see over a long period of time, you can get very, very successful results. Let me just show you guys quickly. I don't want this to be too long, but I'll quickly show you the Monte Carlo simulator based on these strats, okay? I mean, these stats. So let's say you're trading your own account, guys. $1,000 is your start. You're risking, because it's your own, you risk 1%. We have, let's call it a 55% win rate. We have 0 break-evens because we are not, we're not managing it. It's either win or lose. And let's say you are taking 3 trades every day. You know, with the amount of times this happens, you can easily take 3 trades a day, right? So 20 trading days in a month. So you're looking at about 60 trades over the month. Let's look at this over a 2-year period, and our take profit is 2 to 1, okay? So there we go, guys. Let's simulate these results. So you can see it takes a little while for anything to really happen, but then, man, does it jump. In 2 years, guys, if you stick 100% to this, according to the most probable results here, you're looking at taking $1,000 to 5 million, which, you know, sounds insane, and it probably won't happen because our psychology comes into play. No one trades like a robot. This is if you trade like a robot. But there's going to be months that you potentially have a lot of crap going on that you don't have the time, so you're not going to get your 60 trades, right? So maybe look at the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario here, guys, which is actually a 51.5% win rate. So that you're still getting 2.4 million. And I don't think that'll happen, you know, to be honest. I think, let's say, you would probably most months be looking at maybe 45 trades in a month, let's just say. And that makes it a little bit more realistic, okay? This is still saying if you're only taking 45 trades in a month based on those rules, looking for a 1 to 2, this is a 53% win rate. You will be taking home, or you will have in the bank, starting with $1,000, in 2 years you'll have $672,000. Worst case scenario, you'll still have $225,000. That's a 50% win rate. They reckon best case scenario 1.8 million. So it just shows you the potential. I don't use the Monte Carlo simulator as a, oh cool, that's what I'm going to get. I use it more as a guideline to say that this is what's possible. If you're purely looking at the stats and the numbers, this is what is possible, okay? So that's it, guys. That is as simple as it gets. Basically, what is it, like 4 steps to follow, 4 rules. You can't get much easier than that. Let me just place the rules here for you guys to see quickly. So this is it, guys. Step 1, use 4-hour OB. Step 2, wait for price to hit the 4-hour OB. And step 3, you wait for the break of structure on the 15-minute within or around that OB. You mark your 15-minute OB, and then you place a pending order. Step 4, place a pending order with your stop loss below or above, depending on buy or sell, the nearest swing. Your TP is 2 times your stop loss. Simple as that. That's as simple as it gets. You know, let me go back to the GBP USD. So that's it, guys. That is, and in fact, I think this was in fact my live trade, if I'm not mistaken. NZDJPY. I think I might have taken this exact trade this last week, and I did get a win. I think this was actually the last video I posted was actually this, which was a live trade. So go check it out, guys. You'll actually see this trade. You'll see me trading this trade live. I just happened to choose this one now for at complete random, but I actually think this was a live trade that I took. So check that video out. I think it was the video before this one where I actually have this as a live trade. And I'm gonna, from now on, do every single trade I take as a separate video, which is just that trade, and it's gonna be a live trade. It's gonna be my markup, my entry, and some or all of the actual trade in like sped up time, so you can see the whole trade, win or lose. That's kind of how I'm going to do it from now on, guys. So that's that, guys. That is the strategy. I'm going to go back to the GBP USD one, which we should still have. There we go. That's it, guys. That is as simple as it gets. That is how I'm trading my live account right now, which was on about $65, a week ago. We're currently, no, it was on $60, sorry, and we are currently on $72. So $12 in a week on a small account like that is not too bad. I'm just going to see where I can take the small account, and we will be looking at starting the new challenge on the MyForex funds within the next week or so. So be sure to follow the progress on that. That one I'm going all out, to win or lose. I am like fully not backing down, trying to take at least 2 trades every single day. That's my target, 2 trades a day. So yeah, let's see how that goes, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, or whenever you watch this week. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Give this strategy a go. Test it on a demo account. If you are getting anything more than 50%, it is definitely worth taking to a live account. But don't do it just because I'm saying it. Test it first. As I said before, this is my strategy. It's not a strategy that I'm going to say to you, this is 100% going to make you money, because no one can say that. So if you are going to use this, use it at your own risk, or watch me use it. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.